Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, no, I mean 100% considering the industry.
But maybe the entire industry, not just rock music, right?
A scary. A scary.
Go down a scary road.
A scary thought sometimes I think of, and I really don't like it, and it really makes me nervous in regards to, let's say, all pop music, and that is a blanket term for everything you're talking about. First of all, the name rock and roll is a euphemism for sex fucking.
Yeah.
Like going in and out,
Rocking
fucking crashing,
and rolling.
fucking seizuring, fucking.
Heart attack on top
Heart
of
attack,
somebody.
seizures, fucking screaming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a euphemism for yak and brawl. You blast yourself if you say it like that. No, but I'm not trying to be a nerd by starting it off like that. I'm really not. But because I love rock the most and I love this and that, but everything is
rock and roll is sex.
In regards to Satanism, if we will entertain that phrase, it's been a very scary thought. There's a lot of stuff that came out of Laurel Canyon in regards to the Manson family and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and all of that. All of those record production companies and all of the...
I wonder who the hell was, Rob, who the hell was the production company behind, like, Crosby, Stills, Nash? Just curious.
I mean, the conspiracy legends or the misinformation
Computing.
bots and feds and dead internet trolls, I have no idea. But they would always talk about stuff like David Crosby is like Satanism royalty or some sort of a bloodline or something like that. I try not to remember these details, you know.
They produce the albums themselves.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow, that's
Crosby,
cool.
Stills.
They're that good?
Well, they might be that.
Yeah, they're that good.
Whatever.
But there was always there was an episode of Chips Patrol. It's got backmasking, I believe you call it. But there was an episode of Chips Patrol from the captain who is the father of Chris Pine that we were just talking about. And I remember as a young child, I had a child already by then, but I was watching Chips Patrol with my brother, and it was the one with the backmasking where something happened where I don't know if some guy killed himself or killed someone else, but he had a record of like Alice Cooper or Ozzy Osbourne or something, whatever the hell it was. But if you play it backwards or if you play it forwards in slow motion, I don't know. But I don't want to say these witchcraft stuff. We don't need to know too much about this. But there's something where they play it at the right speed backwards. And it's like, kill yourself or whatever that. It was some message. And I'm like this as a kid. I'm like this watching this. I'm like, what is going on? I was like, what is this? There's programming, and I'm talking about this is if I'm watching TV with my brother, this is a long time. I'm talking about I was 4.
But in a weird way, don't you kind of feel like the same people that would be artists, that would be making music, are dying to do something like mysterious? You know what I'm saying? I hate to say this is like a natural thought, but like the Paul is Dead, if you have like a record in reverse.
Okay, you're talking about that, the bass strings ones.
Something. Don't you kind of feel like these people are dying to throw in something? And here's the reason why. Because it sells more records. Because the story comes out, and now I have to buy the record to see if I can do that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's a sales tactic.
Sure. Could be a sales tactic. It could be just the plausible deniability for occult symbolism and messaging that it's like bound in the public. I mean, this is.
You got to think back in the day. There's no way I throw it on YouTube just to see if someone does it in front of me and it works. I'm like, shit, there's no other way of doing it. I got to buy the record. I got to actually throw this thing in reverse and see if it says kill yourself. You got to think that way.
But that method. I mean, we'd have to look it up because I try not to remember these military weapons, but these things they exist in your music, and the tuning of A and all of the subsequent notes, you can tie it to frequency and energy, and you could tie it to conspiracy and say that it was a sort of a Nazi Rockefeller project to retune A to 440 instead of 432, what we're talking about. But the conspiracy, the gist, the hardcore conspiracy around his question, I don't mean to drag this out like this.
No, it's good.
But in order to answer his question as thoroughly as I can, maybe too thoroughly, and it is hardcore, It is the conspiracy that these people in this bloodline or whatever and bloodline is queer. I'm not Mr. Bloodline. That's like gay for me to talk about. I'm not trying to say it like that.
Yeah,
Royal family.
They're
royal
in
family,
the loop.
Flambe. But whatever this, but they're the whispers in this is that they're witches and warlocks